ballin' to my very last breath. I'm ballin' to my very last breath.
All right, how we doing, y'all? We got another TNF matchup, Thursday night football. Pittsburgh Steelers at the Cincinnati Bengals, y'all. Division rivalry and old school rivalry tonight, okay? We got the Pittsburgh Steelers now on the road here. They're the 7th ranked defense in the league currently and the 18th ranked offense against Cincinnati, who is the 29th ranked defense and 28th ranked offense. Cincinnati has turned in bottom of the barrel numbers so far this year as an overall unit. However, this is a home game for them, which gives them some sort of an advantage here. Aaron Rodgers turning out a good season so far as an above 40-year-old quarterback for the Steelers. He's made a connection with DK Metcalf. However, Pittsburgh hasn't been able to generate much of a run game this year. And last week, Caleb Johnson mixing in Kenneth Gainwell and Jalen Warren, all getting packs last week. Pretty much a even split three ways. That's not going to be something that's sustainable, so it'll be interesting to see tonight who gets the rock. The Bengals, on the other hand, started 2-0 this season, looked great. Obviously, the Jamar Chase to Joe Burrow connection and T. Higgins and Joe Burrow connection has looked great to start the year. However, Joe Burrow out for the year with an injury. A couple weeks filling in there with Jake Browning. Obviously, he had some great backup appearances in his career, but failed to do so this year. They went out and signed Joe Flacco. Last week, they go on the road against the Packers and turn in a tough game against the Packers. Pretty much a one-score game for the most part throughout the entirety of that game. Punches thrown back and forth, not literally, but in a metaphorical sense of scores. Mainly a one-score game throughout the whole game until a garbage time field goal from the Packers. I thought the Bengals looked scrappy last week. Trey Hendrickson looking to be healthy tonight. I think this game here in Cincinnati is going to be a fairly close game. Steelers have the slight edge, but we're going to go with Bengals plus 7.5 and Jamar Chase over 40 yards. That is a two-leg parlay. Bengals plus 7.5 and Jamar Chase 40-plus yards, guys. I think that this matchup, as was the Seattle versus Cardinals matchup, everybody thought Seattle would blow them out and cover that spread. It was a close game, divisional matchup on the road for the better team. This is going to be a tight battle. Bengals are hungry for a win. Pittsburgh has seen early progress, has seen early success. Not to mention, Pittsburgh's strength of schedule played is 31st in the league so far this year. It might be a little bit of a fraudulent record they have, as the Bengals have the 9th hardest strength of schedule played this year, guys. The Bengals have played a tough schedule, had injury delays. Now we have Joe Flacco coming back in to make an impact, whereas the Steelers have had early success, but they look bad against teams like the Seahawks, and they have had the 31st strength of schedule played. We're going to go with Bengals plus 7.5 and Jamar Chase 40-plus yards. Let's make an impact, baby.
I'm ballin' to my very last breath. I'm ballin' to my very last breath.